Good morning, New Promise family. I had a dream last night concerning our body. And in the dream, the Lord impressed two things upon me concerning us. One, we are a body that's secure in the truth, that we believe His Word, we trust in His Word, we live our lives according to His Word. And two, we are an Isaiah 64 verse 8 body, who declares continually to the Lord, you are the potter and I'm the clay. You mold me and you shape me into the man, the person, the woman you want me to be. And He's very pleased with that. But right now we're in a time of Mark chapter 10, verse 32. Mark chapter 10, verse 32 reads like this. And they, meaning the disciples, were on the road going up to Jerusalem, and Jesus was walking ahead of them. They were amazed, and those who followed were fearful. Because the situation was going on, coronavirus, we don't know right now what God is doing. We do know He's ahead of us, and we're following Him. And the tendency is to be fearful. And the Lord would say in this, as the world has thrown us a curve with this coronavirus situation, He said, I want you to throw them a curve back. And the curve is this, it's the truth of God's Word. I'm often reminded, this is one of my favorite verses, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 9, it says, He takes away the first in order to establish the second. He takes away something, sometimes it's very precious, sometimes very, I feel like it's a blessing, but it's a taking away. It's not that I give it up willingly, it's a taking away. But His taking away of things in our life is in order to establish something much better. It's in order to establish the second. So I see it from God's perspective. The taking away of things in our life right now is because He's establishing something better. He's establishing something greater in our lives. Deuteronomy chapter 9, verse 23 is another one of my favorite verses. He says He brings us out from there in order to bring us in. He takes us out of Egypt in order to bring us into the promised land, what He has for us. So the Lord wants us to look at it from His point of view, the truth of His Word, the hope of what He has for us. Our eyes are upon Him. There's a hope in the midst of all of this, that God is doing a new thing. He's bringing us into the second. He's bringing us into the promise. But there has to be a taking away. There has to be a pulling out of Egypt, whatever that is. But it's going to be a glorious time. Thank you, and I look forward to getting together again soon.